Hello, today I'm going to show you an awesome unboxing video by me for you. Today let me introduce you the Medisana BU12. It's an upper arm blood pressure monitor. We can get an accurate blood pressure measurement on the upper arm. 90 memory slots for each of two users are available. Accurate blood pressure measurement on the upper arm. Irregular heartbeat display calculates average value of all storage data. Display items are systolic, diastolic, pulse, date, and time. The blood pressure classification measurement classified using a traffic light scale. And we have a very large cuff. The arm's circumferences of 22 up to 36 centimeters. Very large digits for easy readings up to 22 millimeter in height are on the go too, as you can see. Blood pressure itself is the pressure of circulating blood against the walls of the blood vessels. Most of this pressure results from the heart pumping blood through the circulatory system. When used without qualification, the term blood pressure refers of the pressure in a brachial artery, where it is most commonly measured. The blood pressure is usually expressed in terms of the systolic pressure, that is the maximum pressure during one heartbeat, and over the diastolic pressure, that is the minimum pressure between two heartbeats in the cardiac cycle. It is measured in millimeters of mercury, mmHg, above the surrounding atmospheric pressure, or in kilopascal. This is kPa. The difference between the systolic and diastolic pressure is known as pulse pressure, while the average pressure during a cardiac cycle is known as the mean arterial pressure. Blood pressure is one of the vital signs, together with the respiratory rate, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and body temperature, that healthcare professionals use in evaluating a patient's health. Normal resting blood pressure in an adult is approximately 120 mm of mercury systolic over 80 mm of mercury diastolic. This denotes as 120/80 mmHg. Globally, the average blood pressure age standardized has remained about the same since 1975 to the present, at approximately 127/79 mm Hg in men and 122/77 mmHg in women. All through this average data mass significantly diverging regional trends, of course. And as you can see, it's really easy to use that device here because we can easily get it in a service. Okay, that means it's really easy to make blood pressure monitoring with this. We have inserted the batteries, of course. Then we can start after we entered, of course, the date and the time and so on, and then we can starting up. We insert and get the batteries in position. We're using a mains adapter. We press the set button, then we switch between 1 or 2 with the EM button. So we can switch between player number 1 and player number 2. Then we can go to the gear setting, month and date setting, and time setting. Then we push the end piece of the air tube into the hole of the left side of the unit prior to use. This is the cuff, the fittings of the cuff. We slide the open end of the cuff through the metal bracket so that the Velcro fastener is on the outside and it becomes a cylindrical form. We slide the cuff over our left upper arm. We position the air hose in the middle of our arm in line with our middle finger. The lower edge of the cuff should be 2 up to 3 centimeters above the crease of the elbow. We pull the cuff light and close the Velcro fastener. We measure the pulse on our bare arm. Only positions the cuff on the right arm if it cannot be used on the left arm. Always carry out measurements on the same arm. correct measuring position for sitting is reached, and then we can take a blood pressure measurement. We switch the unit on by pressing the start and stop button. If the start and stop button is pressed, two short beeps are hard and all display characters are shown. This is the display test. This test can be used to check that the display is indicated properly and full. The unit is reading for measurement and the number O flash for 2 seconds. It automatically inflates the cuff slowly in order to measure our blood pressure. The rising pressure is the cuff is shown on the display. The unit inflates the cuff until sufficient pressure has built up for a measurement. Then the unit slowly releases the air from the cuff and carry out the measurement. When the device detects the signal, the heart symbol on the display starts to flash. We can hear the beep of every heartbeat once the heartbeat signal is detected. When the measurement is finished, we can hear a long beep and the cuff is deflected completely. The systolic and the diastolic blood pressure and the pulse valve with the pulse symbol appears on the display. The blood pressure indicator flash next to the relief colored bar depending on the blood pressure classification. If the unit has detected an irregular heartbeat, the arrhythmia display also flash, and then we have a normal or a large blood pressure. If it is too high, that's the red indicated, but it's in the green area, is everything fine. Yellow is a little bit up. Okay, so we have symbols. E1, weak signal or pressure change suddenly. E2, external strong disturbance. And E3 is an inflation error. And E5, abnormal blood pressure. And if you see the batteries, then we have weak batteries, of course. So that's easy, as you can hear and see, to measure a blood pressure monitor with that device here. This is the blood pressure monitor BU 512. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe me and give me a positive feedback, and I hope to see you again on my channel. Soon.